Things are very important when we talk about Coinbase. The cryptocurrency market is crazy right now. It's a huge tug of war between bulls and bears. It couldn't have come at a worse time for the Ethereum ETF to be accepted. People who own Shiba Inu sound the alarm because things are going crazy. They are scared, and it looks like there is only one way to keep your money safe. What does it mean, though? Okay, let me explain. Welcome to Dr. Crypto, your daily serving of Shiba. This is the spot for you if you're curious about anything related to Shiba. If you want to keep informed about all the latest news forecasts and stay ahead of the curve in the crypto industry, subscribe. To get more SHIB news, be sure to click the like button. Recently, Shiba Inu's price has not been moving up or down. The asset has had a hard time and hasn't been able to stay above the local support level. The departure of whales makes this slump even worse and shows that the market isn't ready for growth yet. This is terrible news for people who love Shiba Inu and had been hoping things would get better. To make things even more complicated, an Ethereum ETF was recently approved, which caused a huge buzz in the cryptocurrency market. This excitement was well-founded, as the acceptance of the ETF was a major turning point. Surprisingly, this newfound interest spread to Shiba Inu, and whales quickly became interested again and tried to drive up the price. Shiba Inu has had trouble keeping up with the competition, even with this short-term boost. This shows how tough the market is for the company right now. Shiba Inu's price has recently fallen below important support levels because of strong selling pressure. It failed to keep its place above a key level, as this drop shows. Also, there has been a clear drop in big trades, which shows that major buyers aren't doing as much. All of these things make it hard for Shiba Inu to be present in the market. Like there were 341 big deals last week, but only 82 in the last 24 hours. This sharp drop suggests that big buyers, or whales, are cutting back on their holdings. This makes it harder for people to buy, which is what prices need to stay high. 82 big deals isn't nothing, but it's 4 times less than what we saw at the peak. It is clear that this drop has happened. It's like seeing a street with a lot of people and then seeing one with only a few people. There is a big change that is hard to miss. At the same time, there have been 3.36 trillion Shiba Inu worth of big deals in the last 24 hours, down from a high point of 5.7 trillion Shiba Inu last week. This shows that big holders aren't as busy, but it still means that the market is still under a lot of downward pressure. This is a pretty interesting turn of events. The Ethereum ETF was approved not long ago, which should have made the market very excited. Then where is that thrill now? Why did the price of Shiba Inu drop so quickly after this good news? It's strange how things turned out, but hey, this is a good account of what's going on right now and what will happen next. Ethereum ETFs were accepted, but trade hasn't begun yet. This process has several steps, one of which is setting up the ETF, making sure that rules are followed and getting the market system ready for trade. The full effect of the ETF approval won't be felt in the market until all of these steps are finished and trade starts. This could be the reason why the excitement hasn't led to a quick rise in the price of Shiba Inu. A lot of people thought the same thing, but they don't seem to understand something very important. Remember Grayscale? They dumped Bitcoin worth hundreds of millions of dollars as soon as the Bitcoin ETF was passed, which caused several market crashes. Here is a study. Grayscale buyers could get Bitcoin for less than it was worth. In early 2023, the discount was around 48%. As soon as Grayscale's Bitcoin was turned into an ETF, a lot of buyers sold their Bitcoin because of the big discount. But buyers could buy Ethereum at an even bigger discount with the Ethereum ETF. In early 2023, the discount was almost 60%. Many people who have invested in Ethereum ETFs are likely to sell and take the profit once trading in ETF starts. The reason is easy to understand. They like this choice a lot because if they buy at a price, they can sell at market value and make a lot of money. This could mean that the whales aren't investing right now because they think prices will go down even more. That's not even the whole story. In Hong Kong, we already trade Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs, and we can see the difference in the flows there. This method is smart because it lets us look at past data to guess what will happen in the future. So far, $105 million has been put into Hong Kong Bitcoin ETFs, but only $17 million has been put into Ethereum ETFs. That's about 16% of all Bitcoin flows. Also, the largest futures market for US buyers has $10 billion worth of open interest in Bitcoin, but only $1 billion worth of open interest in Ethereum. That's only 11% on Ethereum. Ethereum only has a 1% interest rate, which means that most buyers are interested in Bitcoin and not Ethereum. This difference shows that even though a lot of people thought Ethereum would have the same traffic as Bitcoin, it doesn't. This difference could be the reason why prices keep going down and whales aren't interested. What if you were a whale? Would you invest in a market where the real result is so far below what was expected? It doesn't make sense. This careful stance could be the reason why big buyers aren't investing right now. Things have been really hard for Shiba Inu, and it's not just the shocking news about the Ethereum ETF. Coinbase is a part of what's going on. Not long ago, it was reported that Coinbase has added Shiba Inu futures for its business clients outside of the US. A lot of people were shocked by this news because they thought Coinbase already had this feature. On the other hand, it looks like Coinbase was blocking some of its users from using certain functions. Because of this finding, some people said bad things about Coinbase. To give you an idea, let's say you've been using a service for a while and think you know how to use all of its features. Then all of a sudden you learn that some functions were only for certain people. This makes you feel left out or like you were treated unfairly. It looks like people are upset about this finding because they feel lied to or left out of features they thought all users could access. What this does is make people question how open and fair sites like Coinbase really are, which makes users angry and let down. And well, it's likely that Coinbase limited this function because of worries about the law. Investors can face big risks when they use leverage to trade, especially in the coin market. Regulators often put limits on this type of dealing to keep people safe. By limiting access to features that allow leveraged trading, Coinbase may be following the rules set by regulators to make sure they are followed and reducing the risks that come with high-risk trading. And this is where things get really hot. It's interesting that officials sometimes let people do things like gaming that might be seen as dangerous or speculative, but they put limits on leveraged trade. This difference makes me wonder about the goals of regulators and how people see danger. Some people might say that leveraged trading is like gaming in that it includes risky behavior and can cause big losses. But unlike gaming, leveraged trading happens in the financial markets and can affect the economy in ways other than buyers losing money. As an ethical matter, some people might find it strange that officials allow things like gaming but not risky trade. It's possible that they will say that both actions are very dangerous and could hurt people and society as a whole. This lack of consistency in how regulations are applied could be seen as unethical because it could put some activities ahead of others without a good reason or thought for the possible effects of those activities. Shiba Inu's volume went up by 51% when word got out that Coinbase would be adding this new function. There have been a lot more trades involving Shiba Inu lately, as shown by this big rise. But because of the Ethereum ETF situation and the general lack of confidence in the market, some people may be feeling stressed out and not sure what to do next. People may worry and not want to join in the market because they don't know what will happen next. They may choose to take a step back and wait for better signs before getting back into their investments. But what do you think about that? Leave a comment below. I look forward to reading your thoughts. The date is over now. Remember to give it a big thumbs up. To see our most recent material, share it and subscribe to the channel.